Have you ever wondered why so many long journeys begin in the dark? It might seem a bit counterintuitive to board a plane just as the world is settling down for sleep. Yet, a significant portion of the world's long-haul aviation operates under the cover of night. This isn't just some random scheduling quirk. Actually, it's a carefully orchestrated system designed for maximum efficiency and for passenger convenience. The next time you see the blinking lights of an aircraft against the stars, know its timing is anything but accidental. It is part of a global ballet, a complex choreography that keeps our world connected. Before we journey into this nocturnal world, if you enjoy exploring the hidden mechanics of our modern life, consider subscribing. The allure of the night flight begins with a simple, profound desire to make the most of our time. Imagine you're in London needing to be in a New York boardroom on Tuesday morning. A daytime flight would consume your entire Monday. The overnight flight, the red-eye, is a compelling alternative. Finish your workday, have dinner, then board a plane. The flight becomes a substitute for a night in a hotel. The rest may vary, but the proposition is powerful. You are traveling while you sleep, bending time to your advantage, and arriving ready to start a new day. This airborne dormitory helps unlock continents. The most significant driver behind the prevalence of overnight flights is the relentless march of time zones. Our planet is divided into 24 distinct time zones. That creates a major logistical challenge for global travel. Airlines must schedule flights not just to depart at a convenient time, but to arrive at one as well. This is where overnight flying truly shines. It lets airlines bridge huge temporal gaps while matching the human day-night rhythm. A flight isn't just travel through space, it's a journey through time, designed to deposit passengers when it's most useful. Let's consider a classic example, a flight from New York to London. The flight itself takes about 7 hours. Departing JFK at 9 in the morning would land you around 9 in the evening in London. By the time passengers deplane, clear immigration, and travel into the city, it's late. They've effectively lost a day. They'd likely head straight to a hotel and wake up out of sync. That schedule serves almost no one well. Now flip it. The same flight departs JFK at 9 in the evening. 7 hours later, it's 4 in the morning in New York, but 9 in the morning in London. That's far more practical. Passengers can rest during the flight. They arrive as the city wakes up, ready with a full day ahead. They can attend a morning meeting, check into their hotel when the room's ready, or begin their sightseeing adventure. Airlines are businesses, and like any successful business, they focus on what customers want. In long-haul travel, passengers want to minimize the feeling of a lost day. Arriving late at night can feel deflating. You feel like you've spent a whole day just to sleep right away. Overnight flights sidestep that feeling. Evening departures let passengers arrive fresh, with a full day ahead. That makes a night flight worthwhile. From the US West Coast to Europe, San Francisco to Paris. That's about 11 hours. If you left at 10 a.m. from San Francisco, you'd land in Paris around 7 a.m. the next day. Sounds good, but you'd spend your whole day on a plane. More popular, depart at 4 in the afternoon. Fly overnight and arrive in Paris the next morning. You get a productive morning at home before heading to the airport. The travel day feels less all-consuming. Arriving with the sun matters for connections too. Major hubs run big nighttime waves of flights. Dubai, Singapore, Istanbul. A passenger from Sydney might land in Dubai at 5 a.m. They might have a 2-hour layover before flying to Zurich. That lands in Switzerland in the early afternoon. While passenger convenience is a huge factor, the logic of night flights is also deeply rooted in the operational realities of our planet's busiest airports. London Heathrow, Chicago, O'Hare, Tokyo, Haneda. During peak daytime hours, runways are at maximum capacity with planes taking off and landing every minute. Gates are fully occupied and terminal buildings are teeming with people. Trying to squeeze more long-haul flights into this daytime rush would be a logistical nightmare, because long-haul flights require significant ground time for cleaning, refueling, and catering, which could lead to cascading delays and operational chaos. Overnight operations provide a crucial pressure release valve for these congested airports. In the late evening, the constant flow of short-haul flights, domestic flights, regional flights begins to subside. This opens up valuable runway slots and gate space. It is during this quieter period, from roughly 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., that a massive wave of long-haul international departures can take place. The airport, while quieter in its passenger halls, becomes a hive of activity on the tarmac as wide-body jets are prepared for their intercontinental voyages. This scheduling allows airports to handle a much higher volume of traffic over a 24-hour period than would be possible if all flights were crammed into daylight hours. The ground crews, air traffic controllers, and support staff who work the night shift are the unsung heroes of this system, enabling the airport to function as a ceaseless global gateway. It is their work in the quiet hours that allows the world to stay connected. For an airline, its most valuable and expensive assets are its aircraft. A modern wide-body jet, like a Boeing 787 or an Airbus A350, can cost hundreds of millions of dollars. An aircraft that is sitting on the ground is not earning revenue. It is simply costing the airline money in parking fees, maintenance, financing. Therefore, a primary goal for any airline's network planning department is to maximize aircraft utilization, that is, to keep its planes in the air, flying paying passengers, for as many hours a day as possible. Overnight flights are absolutely essential to achieving this high level of efficiency. Let's trace the journey of a single aircraft to understand this. An aircraft might fly from London to New York during the day. It lands in New York in the afternoon. Rather than letting it sit idle on the tarmac for 15 hours until the next day's flight back to London, the airline can turn it around in a few hours. It can be cleaned, catered, and refueled to operate an overnight red-eye flight back to London. This aircraft arrives in London in the morning, ready to be prepared for another daytime flight, perhaps to the Middle East or Asia. This continuous cycle of flying keeps the asset productive and generating revenue around the clock. Beyond the logistical economic reasons, there is another, more atmospheric advantage. The air is often calmer. During the day, the sun heats the Earth's surface, which heats the air above it. That creates rising columns of warm air called thermals, leading to convective activity, especially in the lower layers and the middle layers. This activity commonly causes turbulence. Modern aircraft handle turbulence with ease, but it can be uncomfortable for passengers. Flying at night often provides a smoother, more pleasant journey. After sunset, the ground cools. That reduces thermal activity and bumpy air. The atmosphere becomes more stable and stratified at night. Turbulence can still come from jet streams or mountain waves, but daytime solar heating is gone. For pilots, flights are often less demanding physically. We spend less time hunting for smoother altitudes and can maintain a more consistent flight level, which helps fuel efficiency. Another factor is the big drop in air traffic at night. During the day, skies over North America and Europe are crisscrossed by thousands of flights. At night, the skies are far emptier. With fewer planes, controllers can grant more direct routings and optimal cruising altitudes. The empty highway effect lets us fly more efficient profiles, saving time and fuel. In summary, the world of overnight flights is far from a random anomaly. It is a brilliantly complex and logical system. Geography, human psychology, economic necessity. The simple act of scheduling a departure in the evening and an arrival in the morning is a solution to multiple challenges at once. It cleverly navigates the globe's time zones, aligning travel with our natural human desire to preserve precious daylight hours. For passengers, this transforms a lost day of travel into a functional period of rest, delivering them to their destination ready to start their day business or pleasure. For the aviation industry, the benefits are just as profound. Night flights allow congested airports to maximize their capacity, turning quiet nocturnal hours into productive operational windows. This efficient use of expensive infrastructure is critical for keeping our global transport system flowing smoothly. For airlines, flying through the night is the key to high aircraft utilization, ensuring their multi-million-dollar assets are kept in constant motion, generating revenue. This relentless efficiency helps keep airfares competitive. Finally, the calmer, quieter skies of night often provide a smoother and more direct journey, benefiting the passenger's comfort, benefiting the airline's fuel budget. The next time you find yourself boarding a plane as darkness falls, take a moment to appreciate the intricate choreography you are a part of. Your journey is a single note in a vast, unseen symphony that plays out across the globe every night. If you found this look behind the curtain of the aviation world interesting, I encourage you to subscribe. There are always more stories to tell from 35,000 feet, and I look forward to sharing them with you on our next journey together.